Yo, what up? It's Don.
Sammy Lee here.
Soul Brothers, what up?
Ooh.
Brethren, I see you. Thanks for tuning in to another versus video. This time a casual versus video.
Which one is the more controversial?
I know, I don't know, if you just add a bunch more to the 270, do you get the 720? I mean, is that just what you do? You just raise the number?
I think
and
so.
It's a better shoe?
Yes.
I don't know, let's see.
We'll have to see. $150 for these 270s, but there are a good amount of shoes, of I guess colorways of this shoe on sale. That is $180 freaking dollars. Super expensive. But anyways, let's get it started off with the traction. What do you think is more durable? I feel like they're both pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the rubber's super hard, and I don't think, it's not super deep.
Yeah, they're both pretty similar. They have a rubber pod in the center here.
Yes.
The rest of this on both shoes is the actual foam exposed. And then you have the Air Max unit, which has rubber on the bottom of that on both of them as well. They're pretty comparable, right?
Yeah. So I'd say durability is pretty good, and I really didn't have any experience like slipping on like hard surfaces when it was like wet or something. So it should be good for the outsole seems pretty good. So
yeah. All right. Now here's really the meat of it: the cushion.
Yes.
Okay. They really wrap this around the whole shoe. Twice.
Yeah.
The 270 kind of just stops in the midfoot.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting.
Definitely.
But which one do you like better?
All right. So I like the 270s better. And I didn't really like the 270s. Like, I don't like Air Max too much, but yeah, I like the 270s better. So going like this and digging your heels with the 270 and the 720, it feels the 270s feel a little bit softer. It feels like there is more PSI. There's a little bit more air pressure in the 720s. You know what I'm saying? So it like kind of doesn't want to like
compress as much.
Yeah, exactly. And the 270s compress a little bit easier. Like,
yeah.
Feel this.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah.
It feels a little bit softer, or am I tripping? No, actually it feels pretty similar.
Yeah.
But that's just in hand, but on foot, I felt like the 270 was a little bit softer, and then the air pressure wasn't as high in the 270 units. Also, another thing is, the 270 feels a little bit lower, and a little bit more stable as well. You know what I'm saying? The 720 is just so high off the ground. The offset is really high as well. I mean, the offset is kind of high in the 270s, but the 720 just feels like you're like wearing heels or something.
Yeah,
you know?
You can tell just by looking.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's crazy.
You definitely got a gnarly offset there.
Yeah, and also another thing is like in the forefoot, the cushion or the foam that they use in the 270s is really soft. There's a lot of compression. It feels nice. The 270s really, there's nothing. You have the air on the sides, but you're not really walking like this. Who walks like this?
Yeah, and the rest is just like caging.
Yeah.
I mean, this rubber kind of comes up here and it's, rock solid.
Yeah.
Just kind of caging you in, and that's where your toes are.
Yeah, so the forefoot cushion also is a lot better in the 270s. And another thing is, look at that.
Yeah.
You see that flex? You see that flex? There is no flex. Yeah.
That's out of line.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's not very comfortable. I would say the 270 feels a lot more mellow. Even though it's still crazy in the heel with the air unit, it's still, I'd say it's more comfortable. So,
all right.
There's that.
Upper / materials, they both kind of use a mesh.
Yeah, but the 270 is a lot softer.
Yeah, it's more of like a traditional, like just textile mesh.
Yeah.
The mesh in the 720 almost has like a rubberized feel to it or something.
Kind of like
almost
a
like
plastic,
a wetsuit,
kind of.
plastic.
Yeah.
Plasticky neoprene almost vibe. But it feels nice in hand. I don't know which one you like better.
The 270s are way softer. Like
yeah, they look pretty pliable.
Yeah, versus the 720. So I'd say the 270 feels a lot more comfortable on foot. Another thing is it's a one booty and it has kind of like a stretchy, stretch to it, so you can just slide your foot and like you just go boom, and then it's on. Slip it on, right? This you can't do that. It has more of a tongue, so you kind of have to like untie the laces, loosen it up, and then slide your foot and retighten everything, which kind of sucks. The one booty upper, just sliding your foot, and just has spoiled me. So that's another thing that's kind of annoying. And also, even though the 720 material does get soft, it never gets as soft as the 270s.
Yeah, it's just a little thicker, a little more robust.
Yeah.
Just in general. So yeah. But moving on to fit.
Go true to size for both of the shoes. The 270 I would say is a little bit narrower, just a little bit narrower. The 720 is there's a little bit of space for width for my feet. So yeah, the 270 is a little bit narrow, but they're both pretty nice fits, nonetheless. So.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really need to cover support and lockdown, although...
I guess the lateral stability.
Lateral stability, even just stepping around, you can roll your ankle. I mean, if you hit the wrong, little lip on the curb or something.
Yeah.
But you would say these are more unstable feeling?
I mean, the 270 also is unstable as well, but it's not as high as the 720. The 720 is a little bit higher, so that's what I would say it's a little bit more unstable. But yeah.
Yeah. So be careful just stepping around. All right, let's touch on weight. 270's coming in at 9.45?
Yeah, 9.45, and those are like 13.16 or something. Yeah, so it's a big difference. Yeah, the 270s feel a lot lighter, a lot more minimal as well, and also a lot more flexible. This flex just feels nice, It doesn't feel as stiff, which I feel like is something that's kind of big to me. I like to have a more like softer, more smooth ride, while I'm just walking. This is just very, very heavy, very stiff, unstable and stuff like that. So there's that.
Any difference in ventilation?
Oh yeah, the 270 is way better.
Right.
Way better, yeah.
Okay, as far as durability goes, I don't know.
I'd say the 720 is a little bit more durable.
Yeah, I mean, the upper is definitely a lot gnarlier.
Yeah.
Probably would withstand a little bit more time. But
exactly.
So we'll slide it to the 720 on that. Aesthetics?
I don't know,
like
man.
The 270s better.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like either. But yeah, I don't like the paneling on the 720.
Yeah.
So I'd say the 270s, yeah. Alright, wrapping things up. The 270 is $30 cheaper. And it's more comfortable. So there you go. That's it. That's it.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah, you guys already know. So 720, I think it was a big disappointment for me, even though I wasn't really expecting too much. But yeah, it definitely disappointed. Yeah, if it disappointed me while I wasn't expecting that much, that's kind of bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, if you're just like really obsessed with the aesthetics of this shoe, and you just are into you just want the gnarliest, newest Air Max unit, then I guess get it, right?
Yeah, you should be okay. But yeah, I don't like that shoe at all. Yeah. So there's that. If you guys want to cop either of these shoes, we'll leave links below. Hope he helped you guys out, and we'll see you guys next one.
Later.